Well, guys, a day I never thought would come finally came. I have came, and I am very, very happy about it. We have Plunderstorm, as you can see on the top left. It's Battle Royale World of Warcraft, and it's actually, in my opinion, very fun. I literally had no idea this was coming out. A friend told me about it, and then before I knew it, it was only 2 hours until it was actually going to be out. As soon as it came out, I no-lifed it for literally the entire time. I'm literally pulling an all-nighter as I speak, because I played it all night. I loved it. I thought that was a mistake a year ago, and I hope they still do it. But it looks like Blizzard somehow, and I just don't know how, because Blizzard is not typically very good at doing things before other people do them. But hey, they beat them to the punch. That's so crazy to me. Anyway, I like it. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it for like the first 2 minutes of the video. Then I want to show you guys an awesome build that I won with in solos. I had already won in duos, right? But I wanted to win a solo game. I had come in second place like a half dozen times, and then I was like, dude, I gotta get first, and it's a battle royale. So sometimes you're like doing really good, you're fighting somebody, maybe you overextend and you get ganked by 2 people, you die, or, you know, you get smacked by 2 freaking star orbs at the same time, you die, you know, or mana orbs, whatever. Like, it is what it is. But I was determined, and I was successful, so I want to show you that game, and we'll play another one after that. But first, what is Plunderstorm, dude? So luckily, the screen for Plunderstorm tells you what you need to know. First of all, you get in the dragon flight, and then on the top left of the screen, you don't want to play this crap, right? Like, oh god, all my old characters, all my memories, so sad. But I'm gonna go to Plunderstorm, and this is what it says. Plunderstorm, pirates clash in a grand battle royale. So they gave you a pirate theme to try to make it make sense. On the top right, the basics. Win by being the last one standing. Kill creatures and enemies to level up and acquire spells. Upgrade spells by looting more copies of them, and use your heal ability when low on health. It has a battle pass system that gives you cosmetics and stuff like that. They say it's limited time, kind of hope it's not. Love stuff like this, kind of like ARAM and League of Legends or something. Like, I don't want limited time ARAM, I want it all the time. So here we are. So you get into this screen, right? You customize your character. It doesn't matter what you have in the main game. You can use any race in World of Warcraft, and then you join the game, solo or duo, as I mentioned, but we want to play solo. So this is my favorite game. Why? Obviously, because I won, bro. I'm not even freaking lying to you guys. So I want to tell you guys how I won, but we're also going to do it by basically describing, like, how to play and, like, how to get a win. I won't lie. Like, I think this build is very good, but it does have counters. I think all the good builds will have counters, even if people use Flame Whirl, which I know a lot of people are complaining about right now, but it's not actually that OP, I think. You just have to have the right spells to counter it. And we might get to that maybe in future videos, maybe even in this one. I don't know. We'll see. But essentially, you start off getting shot out of a cannon, you get put on a bird, you pick where you want to drop in the Arathi Highlands. Only one map right now. It is that Arathi Highlands that came with like BFA. It's updated, of course, if you play Dragonflight. It is what it is already, but if you don't, you might not have known. And so here you are. You pick a place to drop. In all of these places, there are mobs. The mobs pretty much die without much contest. You can die to some of them, by the way, if you don't think too hard about it. But for the most part, once you learn the game, you won't die to mobs. There are some roaming bosses. The roaming bosses give massive XP and often massive loot. And you do want to get those if you can. But typically, the main strategy I've learned, kill as many NPCs as you can. Kill the NPCs so you get a higher level than your opponents. The higher your level, the more HP you have, very, very hyper specifically, which is quite overpowered compared to people who have less HP, as I'm sure you can imagine. And so that's your main goal. But I can't just farm, I have to fight. So I'm also always looking for people to fight, which will also give you their loot and more XP. Now, as you're doing all of this, you are finding a currency, and it's plunder, it's coins, right? And this will be both used for the battle pass that you can use, it's a free battle pass, it seems, by the way, but it's just for cosmetics, it looks like. But also, every so much of it will actually give you more XP. So just collecting the plunder will also go towards you getting stronger in the specific game you're in, which is actually pretty good design for having you naturally progress that battle pass while also getting stronger in the thing you actually care about, which is the game itself. And I did see myself using the cosmetic sword I was given, the cosmetic cloth armor I was given, the little pets I was given. It makes me feel good. I do like it, so I do recommend you do that, but that is the basic landing strategy. Now, where to land, as far as I can see, of course, you want to go in a place where there's going to be a lot of mobs to kill, and therefore a lot of loot. Stromgarde, any of the main little hubs hubs where you would have quested when you're in this zone, but sometimes you can land off to the side, and simply getting a few chests, killing a few mobs, and getting a few solid starter abilities is going to be enough for you to dominate. Now, I'm actually a massive fan of this ability right here, the Searing Axe. I wanted to win with this. I could not get a win with it. I got many second place finishes with it, but I only like it because the animation is cool based, right? I mean, it's what it is. I like it. You swing a big axe and it feels really good. And I like to pair that with a bunch of knockups or a bunch of gap closers, and I'm a melee guy. It is what it is. But I do like this specifically early. It clears mobs really fast. But what's even better in regards to clearing mobs very fast, because what you could do when you see some dude just running mob to mob and he's kind of flailing, right? What you could do is you pull a bunch of mobs and then you get this one ability that we're going to base this entire run off of. Maybe you've heard of it if you're already playing this. So that, my friends, is going to be the Star Bomb. So Star Bomb, you channel it and it's very easy to run out of, but if you CC somebody in it, they will genuinely die. Like, it's really, really, really strong, especially when upgraded. But it's really good for farming mobs too, because mobs don't try to dodge you. So you simply pull them all to you, you Star Bomb, and they die. It's a bunch of XP, you get really ahead. I've seen some people say, how do people get to like 5 when I'm only level 2? They farm elite mobs. That's another strategy. When you're landing, land on an elite mob. If you can, you kill it instantly when you land, and it's a butt ton of free stuff, and often a guaranteed free ability, because whoever gets that ability early in an early spat, let's just say, will win 9 times out of 10. So anyway, that's a bunch of stuff going on, right? But it's so fun, it's so new, it's so fresh, and for me, so unexpected. That's what I've learned day one. So anyway, as you get into this fight, you have to be the last one standing. When you're playing solo, 60 players, by the way, in these BGs, you have to be the one. The one that pulls through against all odds. And yes, they are against you, and you have to win. As you're seeing in the background, I got quite a lot of kills because that's how I like to play. I'm not saying that in this regard, that's the most optimal way. I hate to say it, but perhaps the most optimal way is to just kind of flail around and hide and farm mobs until you get a high enough level, high enough upgraded abilities, maybe try to last hit a boss that's being fought on the map, target every elite you possibly can. I think that's a solid strategy, and therefore landing in places with a high concentration of elites. That seems quite smart. But you can do a little bit of all of that and also kick everyone's ass at the same time, and that is what I want to do. And that's what you're also seeing. I don't know how many kills I got in this, but it was enough to win. I am the one that fights for it, not the one that watches. But now we have to get to the build. What build made me win? As I told you guys, I desperately wanted Searing Axe to work. I really wanted to get in there with stealth abilities. I wanted to get in there with a variety of different utility abilities that allow me to close gaps. I tried steel trapping people into the Searing Axe. I tried windstorming people with Searing Axe, Hunter's Chain. I tried repelling people when they got close so I could get off a Searing Axe, Quaking Leap, literally everything. That's how much I love that ability, and I will still try. I don't think it's bad, I just think I failed. But one thing that I thought was memey and amazing, once again, was the Star Bomb, and I went for that very early, but what I decided to do, I paired it with another ability that I often did use with the Searing Axe in combo, which was Earthbreaker. Now, Earthbreaker sunders the earth in an area around you and damages and stuns and knocks everybody up around you. Very hard to land, similar to the Star Bomb. So, there was another really cool ability, one that I've already mentioned, one that I tried to use with the Searing Axe. It's a utility ability, so I can have all of these at the same time that I'll mention, and that, my friends, is the Windstorm. The Windstorm is interesting. Everything in this Battle Royale is a skill shot, which might not be like normal to you if you just play WoW. It's tab target, right? It's more basic in that regard. But it is. It's a skill shoddy game. Windstorm is no different. You shoot a tornado in a line after a small cast time. If you hit somebody with it, they're stunned. And they're stunned for a pretty long time for this game mode. It's just long enough, coincidentally perhaps not, to get off a Star Bomb. Oh my friends, when I figured this out, I wanted to use it and abuse it, and I did. So as you'll see, what I would do is I would start off with a Windstorm into the stun, into an instant Star Bomb, which always goes off outside of the small percent chance that they have, very hyper-specifically, Fey Form or Repel. That's typically what you need, but you have to both have it, and you have to also know that you can use it, and I still think you might technically be able to beat that timer if you're quick enough. Not too sure, but I think you might. And even if they do get it off, I think the cooldowns are on your side once you upgrade all the way up, but that is not even where the combo ends. In the early game, with a couple autos, that is actually good enough to one-shot somebody from like level 1 to 3. It's actually not fair. But when you combo that with another ability I mentioned, the Earthbreaker, you can do this. You can go for the Tornado, into the Stun, into the Star Bomb, into the Earthbreaker, and they are perma-CC'd, and they die every time. I'm talking vanilla rogue showback. I mean, it is so easy, it's criminal. And what I did in this whole match, dudes, is I would just constantly repeat this combo over and over and over, and it one-shot every single time I landed it. And if I fucked up, if they outplayed me with, like I said, the aforementioned Repel or a Fey form or something like that, I picked up another ability that I haven't mentioned yet, Fade to Shadow. This is Blink plus Vanish, and it's quite good. Very, very good, because being able to lose sight of the enemy, or make them lose sight of you, is super good so you can actually drink your potion and get more health. So everybody has a potion, it heals a little bit on a 30-second cooldown. It actually heals a lot of bit. It heals instant, but then mostly over time. So you have to not be in combat and not take damage, both of which stealth allows you to position yourself in a way in which those things are not occurring so you can heal. So it's good for that. But again, when you are combo reliant and you're not just throwing out Searing Axes, or you're throwing out like the Frost Arrow spell with a small Rime Arrow with a small cooldown, you're not Holy Shielding, and you're not 100% relying on the Fire Whirl, what you do is you fail the combo in stealth, and you can even get closer to them to make it easier, by the way, to engage, and I did that as well. I would literally blink stealth right in front of them, land a stun, land a combo, and kill them. And it's so freaking fun. Now, I want to show you guys the end of this match, because it made me happy to finally get a win with a little combo, and now maybe you guys can try it yourself. So I hope you guys enjoy. And that, my friends, is the most overpowered build I have ever played with. Look, it does actually get countered by any way to make yourself immune to magic, but even then, if you play right, really, like, it's like you stun them once, you knock them up right after you do the Star Bomb. It's a constant CC combo that one-shots every single freaking time, dude. Again, stun them, Star Bomb them, Earthbreaker them, and if that fails, just stealth. Just run away and drink a pot. What do we get? That's my first win in solos ever. I've only won in duos right now. Okay, I got XP. I guess that's all you freaking get. I'm level 16 right now. I am so happy. It was a degen build, but guess what I didn't use? That piece of shit fire whirl right there, dude. And I won on a gnome, which is just great. It really is great. Okay, I will take it, dude. So that, my friends, is the build that got me my first win, and what's going down overall with the Plunderstorms. That was so fun. I cannot wait to play it some more. This is actually almost dangerous for me. I should not waste this much time, but I probably will. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Are you playing Plunderstorms? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit me up in my Discord, follow me, all that crap, you know. But anyway, guys, major thanks to all the members on my channel. Love and appreciate you. Thank you for sticking it with me, especially while times are slow. I'll see all of y'all in the next one, though, and Mcdoubles out.